Welcome back to Cookies and Milk, episode 57.
It's episode 57 this time, not 56 like we thought.
Yeah, we were talking about... What were we talking about last time?
We talked about seagulls, we talked about Pokemon.
Right. So, brand loyalty.
Right, brand loyalty was the one we ended off on.
Oh, we should say this right now. We're not having any Cookies and Milk because we are out of milk right now. And I didn't want to go out and get more milk.
This whole thing is stacked against me. At the apartment right now, we got it was a Saturday night, and it was like, should we go get milkshakes? And I was like, for the price of getting milkshakes, we can just go get actual ice cream. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. And then we went to the thing, and they had ice cream 3 for $10. And I was like, see, that's all the ice cream you could want. And he was like, you're gonna have any ice cream? And I was like, I guess. I'm not a huge ice cream guy.
Then don't... Why'd you say it like that, then?
Because, there was one that looked really good to me, and it's fine. I have been eating it. But, it's not nearly as good a dessert as just, cookies and milk. Some nights I just want to have a cookies and milk.
How is this stacked against you, though?
So, I'm like, well, it's fine. I have cookies and milk every Monday. I get to have a cookies and milk day.
Well, you should have told me that. I feel bad now.
And so, you should have felt bad before.
No, I shouldn't have.
It's like, oh, alright. Dad was like, well, we're not having it today. And it was like, oh, well, we could just go get milk. I was like, we can go get milk. I was like, I don't want to. And I was like, alright, whatever. And I was like, so we just haven't, anything I wanted? He was like, I already had so much sugar today when I ate some apple cider.
I didn't
You
eat it.
ate it. You got it as a slushie.
I had to slushify the apple cider we already got.
And also, Dad's already, asleep upstairs.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go upstairs to get the cookies and milk anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It's all stacked against me.
You're really feeling locked away in some sorts. Can't get that sweet cookies and milk.
I'm just gonna go buy cookies and milk on the way home.
You don't have cookies at home?
I don't know. That's what I said. I only have ice cream.
Does Alan not like cookies and milk?
He does. I mean, it's fine. He won't buy it.
Oh.
He buys these. Because he bought the ice cream. I think he bought all the ice cream.
Yeah.
And it's just he'll buy big sweets, while I'll buy small sweets.
Okay.
So if we both buy a thing of cookies, he'll buy 5 super big sugar cookies. Or not even sugar cookies, more like a cake.
Oh, that's not a cookie, but
I mean it's a big sweet.
Whereas you could say he buys a cookie cake.
I didn't, because he doesn't. I didn't say he buys cookies. I said he buys big sweets.
Yeah, no one seems to buy cookie cakes, even though they're the best.
Yeah, they're good. I would rather just buy cookies,
I guess.
Why
Why not eat a cookie like a pizza? Don't you want to eat a cookie like a pizza?
I would buy one from note
how
John's.
Note how as soon as we don't have them, we actually talk about them.
Yeah, now we're talking about the cookies. So whenever I'm buying cookies, though, it's because they're there's some sale on them. They're buy one, get one.
Because you're a bit of a miser of yourself.
Yeah, I'm I'm not going to spend full price on cookies.
Even though you love them so much?
But it's better to not eat them. You know what I mean? I'd rather buy them. If there's on sale, then I'm oh, well, then that's a good deal. It'll put me through some nights. I'll be able to do that then. As opposed to...
Chatter. Our dog Chatter has her face buried in her paws. But so, brand loyalty. What was the topic we were really getting on?
Last time?
Right before we were getting into brand loyalty, what got us onto that topic?
We were talking about Xbox. You specifically brought up the how easy PS4. We were talking. How easy about Nintendo specifically, and we were maybe if Microsoft had another business going on the side as opposed to the Xbox, they wouldn't have felt the Xbox loss so hard.
Right.
And then that was the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And it was if PlayStation had something else that wasn't the PS4, it might have been a little bit safe. Oh, they didn't have a Vita, it died.
Yeah.
And it was oh, well, that proves that. Speaking, is the Sugo Fest in Japan still on the Strikers?
What are you talking about?
Is it still on the Strikers?
What?
Before I forget.
Its final day is the 17th, and it's the 16th right now.
Christ.
But, since it's Japan, it is the final day for the Striker Fest.
So...
It is the 17th in Japan right now, so it is the end of that.
So, tomorrow...
But you gotta wait till tomorrow, yeah. No, it'll end, and then it'll start back up. pretty sure at least.
Well, I guess we'll see. I just didn't want to forget because I was like, oh, it'd be sweet if I could make the poll like today.
Nah, that won't happen. Tuesday night.
I should also look on Reddit and make sure there's a confirmed Sugo on the third poll.
It normally is. I don't think they're getting rid of that rule.
I mean, they might just for me.
Oh, no.
Just to get me.
Just to get your
Just
goat?
to get me, yeah. They're like, you can get on a Kainu or something good. And I'll be like, cool, I like that. And it's like, fuck you, idiot.
Oh! Mihawk.
Again. You like Log Luffy? Jackass.
So, brand loyalty. Oh, no.
Not on the podcast.
Not for the podcast. It's because I didn't get my milk.
It's because you're not drinking or eating anything. We're gonna start the walk-in podcast where we walk to BP.
BP? Hey, how's it going? Anyway.
That'll be $5.35. I don't have any cash on me.
Let me just tell you my credit card number. Hey, can you scan like that?
I did that one time. I was recording...
What?
No, not exactly like that. I was doing... I was recording a different thing, and we pulled up to a bank, and I had to get him some money out because I was at the driver's seat, and so I was at the PIN thing, and he was like, I'm not going to tell you the numbers, I'm just going to give you the instructions, and I was like, oh, that's smart, and then it's like, over, down, down, over, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, they could just do this at home also and figure out your PIN number.
Right.
Even though it means nothing if you don't have the rest of the information.
Uh-huh.
But that was a little bit of the joke. How are we talking about? Oh, yeah. So brand loyalty. This is...
Whoa. We're not getting onto brand loyalty at all, dude.
The title of this episode is So Brand Loyalty.
What are you... borderline depressed.
She's sad because I'm petting Cookie.
Oh, no! This will be a bad podcast!
Yeah, stop it, dude. Hold your breath. Alright, so brand loyalty is it's the dedication you have to a brand. Like how much a brand can fuck up before you finally get off that boat. And Microsoft is really pushing anything that they had as far as loyalty goes with bad decision after bad decision after letdown after letdown.
They built up so much brand loyalty with the Xbox 360.
Like, Xbox 360 won the console generation.
Yeah, it did. Because the PS3 kind of failed to pierce any big markets.
It just didn't. I guess it was the console for RPGs, like JRPGs, but like, who gives a fuck?
Some people do.
You think JRPGs are ever going to dominate any market here? No.
I guess.
Never.
What?
Won't happen.
It happened before.
Pokemon? No.
Final Fantasy?
No.
I guess Japan didn't think it would either because they treated Final Fantasy like a joke in the West.
Yeah, oh my god, what a mess. But Xbox, I mean, didn't the Wii sell the most?
Yeah.
Because it was just the console to have.
Yeah.
And then the Xbox 360 was like the best console for gamers. TM.
Yeah.
Because it was just a fun, really easily accessible console.
Yeah. Fun little backwards compatibility, I think.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Ben, talk.
Oh man, I gotta talk about fucking brand loyalty. I ended up picking an Xbox 360 up in the later end of the console's lifespan. What are you doing, dude?
I can't get out. Get out.
What are you fucking doing, dude? I ended up picking it up in the later end of the console's lifespan, so I feel like I missed out on all the hype. But on the other hand, I didn't miss out on, or I did get to miss out on the Red Ring of Death, which was like the big overcoming barrier because it was just like everywhere in that console's lifespan. Very specifically, I remember, because I was a frequenter of the internet, and I feel like I've talked about this before on the podcast, I feel like there weren't enough musical parodies of the PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U.
What are we talking about?
I feel like there weren't enough musical parodies
Oh,
of the
dang it.
Xbox One, PS4, and Wii U.
Musical parodies?
Do you remember those for the PS3 and Xbox 360 and Wii?
Of course.
They were all over the place when I was that young in, 2006?
2008, 2006.
Not 2007, surprisingly.
I'm trying to burp, but I can't.
because like that was where people were like so vehemently in one camp or the other. Like it was like a rebirth of the console wars.
Yeah, at the same time that was going on, I think it was also the Twilight things as well, don't you think? The Edward or Jacob as well.
It was
People like picking sides.
I mean, people will always like picking sides. You've seen that comic online that it's like this guy finds a Team A sticker on the ground. He's like, oh, how about that? And then he sees somebody walking over and he's like, hey, Team B! And it's like, fuck you.
Of course.
That's how I got into fucking Pokemon Go. It was just like, alright, Team Valor, that's cool, I'm like the right team. I was like, oh, I'm Team Instinct. Fuck off with that shit, dude. You coward.
Right, of course.
And it was fun, even though, like, even when I was that young, I was like, why would you ever, like, pick a console to so vehemently be for? And even now, I'm not like that.
You're cutting off your options.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to play the shit out of Halo.
Yeah, like, I remember, all we had was the Wii, and we had a Wii, we had a PS2, so we were playing, like, Smash and Mario Galaxy and all that fun stuff. But our friends I feel like every one of our friends had the Xbox 360.
Look at how loose Cookie's joint is.
She's a loosey-goosey dog.
We're messing around with our dog.
Why are your feet so loose?
She's giving up. True submissiveness. Oh, look at that. It's like a toy.
It's weird. Anyways.
I'm sorry, Cookbook.
And even so, I think it was a lot of like that was just sort of the point technology was at. It was like you only have one console.
Yeah.
Like households weren't like if you were super rich and lavish and everything, you had multiple consoles.
Right.
And I guess it's still. I mean, it's got to be still like that for people in the world.
Oh, definitely.
But it felt like once this generation rolled around, I was finally an adult with money to spend, so I bought all the consoles. Or
No,
you got the Wii U, so I just bought the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Whoop. And back then...
But I got the Wii U for my birthday.
Yeah. Even back then, I want to buy a Wii U just because I have so many games still left to play on it. And I mean, like, 4 games. 5 games.
Bayonetta 2 and what else?
Bayonetta 2, the Metroid Prime trilogy, and Wonderful 101.
You have the Wii.
I bought the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii U.
Oh.
Do you ever find Bayonetta?
No.
God damn it.
I have no idea where it could be.
Game's worth like $60.
I guess.
I'm never gonna buy it. Anyways.
It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I know.
It might be in a Wii U box. Like, we lost the box, but the disc is in one of the boxes.
That would be... there's 2 discs. So
what do you know?
Gotta be in one of those...
It might be behind the bookshelf.
That's probably a good guess. The game shelf?
Right. That's what I mean.
That's probably a good guess. We gotta fucking organize that at some point. And by we, I of course mean you.
Sure.
It's not my house.
It's true.
But the Metroid Prime trilogy, Wonderful 101, and Bayonetta. And, I mean, the only time I ever feel brand loyalty is when people are like, man, Nintendo's really fucking sucking big old dick right now. And I'm like, why are you fucking saying this?
Yeah.
About my favorite fucking console maker.
Okay.
And I don't even like...
Favorite fucking console maker says the person who didn't buy the Wii U, didn't buy any other more 3DSs, didn't buy the Switch.
Why would I buy more 3DSs if my 3DS worked in the first place?
Exactly.
But that's the thing I'm saying, is I get, like, heated when people, like, insult Nintendo and everything. And I'm like, why, though? I don't particularly care.
Because they're trying their hardest to be a game company.
And that's... what always strikes me is when people, like, tear down other game companies, is like, why do they care so much?
Yeah.
It always comes back down to it when it's just like... it comes back down to it when people are like...
I'm sorry, dude.
They're like...
This is where I am at. This is where I'm at right now.
Sony's killing it, Microsoft and Nintendo are failing. And I'm like, what are you saying?
And it's
like, what are they doing wrong for
it's
you?
over the smallest little things most times.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Assassin's Creed Unity came out, and PS4, it has the above margin on frame rate, while Xbox One lags just the tiny bit behind, and the performance is just the worst. And it's like, buddy, would you notice it if it wasn't brought to your attention?
Yeah, nobody cares about this.
That person did like in-depth analysis, like with game like mechanics and stuff, and it's like, it doesn't matter, and it harms. Fuck, it harms games. Halo 5 suffered as a game because I'm suffering right now because of the
How much people cared about
frames, amazing graphics.
It's like esports gotta have that high frame rate.
And it didn't matter in the end because Halo 5's story campaign, it didn't need it. It didn't need the
thing I have sort of take away with is like Microsoft didn't put a split screen into that game because they wanted to focus on making the graphics
343.
good. So or 343 did that, so they didn't want so they could up the graphics and make it all like a perfect thing for the esports.
Yeah,
and it's a good thing because that competitive scene was real big.
Yeah,
it was not.
I do like Warzone. Just a big thing.
Don't get me wrong, like it's fun, but it's not like as big as they wanted it to be. They wanted it to be like the next big thing.
Right.
But it's not the next big thing.
But they know it couldn't have been when people didn't enjoy Halo 4, which is stupid. I'm not saying Halo 4 is stupid, it's the fact that people didn't enjoy it. But it's like, I think it was one of those things where Master Chief, in the campaign, it was like Master Chief needed to exist at a 60 frame lock.
Yeah.
And anyone around him also did. But it was such a small sphere that I'm sure I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I'm so sorry. But playing through it, you immediately start to notice that it's such a limited sphere of 60 frames per second. I can't get rid of this. I took a drink of water. I have held my breath. It's just not happening. Halo 5 story is good, though. It's the gameplay that suffers. Ben's looking mad. I think this is going to be a short episode. Ben's mad. His fists are closed.
If I kill you, you can't hiccup anymore.
You're scaring me.
What time are we? That's the goal.
18. I got a text from Alan.
I'm considering if we cut the episode short.
Cut out every single hiccup.
No.
Oh!
If we cut the episode, like take a break, I check my laundry. You take a big drink of water, just like you don't stop drinking water for a solid minute.
Oh!
And we come back to it. We'll see you guys after the commercial break.
Wait, we need to have an advertiser first. Come on, I feel bad about me. Okay. Alright, welcome back to episode 57.
Thanks again to D-Bag for the
no.
sponsorship.
D-Bag.
Yeah, the only place where you can buy all the D's in your bags.
I think you could have done a better job. Oh no.
I'm sad now.
Anyway, I was going to talk about the sphere of 60 FPS around Halo 5. And I'm sure anyone who's played the campaign of Halo 5 would know this. Like, you'll be walking around in a fight scene, and then you'll see like a grunt run by pretty quickly, and you'll be like, wow, that's fluid run motions, I guess. But then you'll look right beyond your horizon, no, a little bit behind him, and then see a grunt running, and it's all choppy and 30 frames per second. I don't care if the game's 30 frames per second. As long as it's consistent.
Yeah,
if it's a fake thing, just make it a 30 frames per second game.
Yeah, but can you imagine like the backlash? if a game came out looking like that without purposefully looking like that.
I guess, dude, but they just weren't ready.
Yeah.
Also,
I feel like games, period, aren't ready.
this just brought up a perfect thing. Misleading games. I think we're on a dead topic with brand loyalty because we haven't done a lot with it.
Brand loyalty? Anyways, brand loyalty.
We're getting off topic on...
brand loyalty, that's the...
On leaving brand loyalty. That's the topic. Getting rid of the topic of brand loyalty.
I mean, do you have like a misleading game in mind?
Yeah. Halo 5. The beginning of Halo 5's ad campaigns was
Master
Seek
Chief.
the Truth.
Yeah.
Master Chief on his own looking for a way to revive Cortana. Immediately, in the first 5 missions of the game, Cortana is back and she is the enemy.
Yeah.
Or she is like pretty bad. Like
she's pissed at the
Chief
very
is
least.
like and it's like hunt the Chief and like that happens. But at the end of the game it's like Chief was not doing it for Cortana. Chief was doing it to get rid of Cortana.
What?
Yeah, that's the end of the spoilers.
Oh, you spoiled it for me.
I told you about this.
Yeah, you're right, you probably did.
But
By the time I actually play the story mode for Halo 5, I'll have forgotten again. So.
doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean that's bad, but at the same time it's
is
like
misleading.
That was very misleading, and I can understand why they did it. Halo 4, I guess the draw wasn't big enough that Chief is back.
Yeah.
Even though Halo 4 had like the best story in the entire series.
That's maybe the most unpopular opinion we have.
Definitely. That Halo 4 was the best Halo game?
Yeah.
I wish we could get this podcast out to more people.
So they could hate us.
So they could hate us. And we could explain ourselves.
But think about it, dude. Halo 4, that sweet, it was the first one on the 360.
What?
It was the first one to have the assault rifle in it.
Halo 4?
Yeah.
Wait, Halo 1 had the assault rifle in it. Halo 2 dropped it.
But no, Halo 4 had a great story. Had a really good multiplayer system with room for progression. I mean,
room for progression, but it wasn't weighted down by in-game purchases.
Right,
Even though I do enjoy Warzone in Halo 5 because it's not you have to spend money to advance in the competitive zone. You have to spend money if you want to fucking ride around in a tank.
Yeah, that's...
But you can get a tank from normal loot boxes or steal a player's tank.
Right, that's the cool stuff. We were playing...
Or you could destroy the player's tank with, like, so easily.
We played Halo 3. It's like, that's gotta be the shittiest feeling in the world, right? Spend actual physical dollars on a tank, and then it gets destroyed in-game.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't spend all the money on a tank. You'd spend it on...
Loot boxes.
On loot boxes that gets forever upgrades.
Oh, huh.
Like
so you always have a tank?
No, you can't always... No. Off the tank for a second. You can get a pistol... You can get a... No, not a pistol. You can get legendary rifles. Like, you can get a machine gun that has, like, a blade on it so your melee is increased. And it has, like, a fun... Or it has, like, a zoom-in feature and stuff. It gets a scope.
Right.
And you can choose your loadout. But you don't start the game like that.
Everybody starts on the same level.
Everyone starts on the same level until your rec level gets it. So you can...
So you have to do good.
You can buy that stuff, but you probably won't get to level 8 or 9 rec level by the end of the game if you're no good. Like, and players can pick up those guns.
Right, if they kill
when
you,
they die, they get that gun. And it does take the normal ammunition, so you just gotta hold on to it. It is based around skill, with money elements in hand.
I mean, like, most games are.
Most games are.
Like, Overwatch?
No.
If you got cash, you're better Overwatch.
Wait.
You got the coolest skins.
That doesn't impact the game.
It does.
What?
You know people with the cooler skins are better at Overwatch than the people without the cool skins.
Okay. No, but have you... No, hold on a minute. You know the raw power of, like, a level 100 golden tracer?
Yeah.
With the base skin?
There's, like, if you see, like,
Think about that.
There's, like, when you see people with, like, skins and everything, you're understanding that they have a skill level within a certain point. If you see a person who's, like, starting out the game, they have the base skin on, they could be anywhere from the worst player you've ever seen to the absolute best Overwatch
because
player
they're the pro that wants to be level 1 again.
Yeah, they want to start new. They're logging into the free weekend just to feel that rush again.
right, of getting easy levels, I guess. But, so, misleading games, other than that, Bravely Second. I was thinking about this. Bravely Second's ad campaign, well, it didn't have, like, an ad campaign, but its ads were of you, the main character, Magnolia, okay, Ben. He's taking more dog pictures. And use, 2 musketeer friends. And it's like, okay, that's their thing. It's like a big dude, long-haired black, a long black-haired, cocky kid, the Eugenie Olja, and Magnolia. And it's like, those are the guys, and you start the game with you and those 2. I think his name is Jean, and the other one is Sir Nikolai.
Right.
And then, spoilers for really second. The evil army invades and takes the main town, captures the priestess, and your friends aren't there. They show up to help you along, and like they give you the tutorial, and they're like,
you can bravely or you can second.
I mean, I don't think that's the tutorial. That's what they say. And so you're going along, and Nikolai's like, I gotta go back to the town and heal the wounded, and Jean is like,
I gotta go back to the town and heal the wounded.
You're a swordsman. You're a swordsman, Jean.
Don't forget to bravely and second.
Thanks, Jean. But then Jean kills everyone in your camp.
That's fucked.
And you're like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm a mean guy now, you. And then he fights you, and you fall off a cliff. And then you eventually find Nikolai, and he's like, I'm also evil.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, what?
You can't both be evil.
And it's like, okay, so you lost those 2 main party members that were supposed to be in the game. They were in the demo. They were in the demo for the game. And they only showed gameplay of you and those other 3. Magnolia and
they immediately just, like, dropped you.
Drop them immediately. And then you get Tiz and Idia back from the old game. And you get Magnolia as well. And then you 4 go on an adventure, and it's good. And I'll talk about Bravely Second another day.
You talked a lot about Bravely Second already, actually.
But, a game that says you can fix everything. No one has to die.
As good as it gets, honestly. That's the ultimate.
It's the ultimate thing. But so, another misleading one was, of course, Metal Gear Solid 2.
I mean, you can't talk about misleading games without talking about Metal Gear Solid 2. A game that shifted gears so hard that I dropped it.
And then I picked it up with the biggest smile on my face.
It was, like, so ideal. It's such, like, a younger sibling thing to do.
It's funny that I couldn't beat the tanker. You had to beat it for me. I was having trouble with the tanker. Like, I think I might have...
In the beginning?
Yeah.
I played the tanker.
Yeah, I know.
And then stopped.
And then I started playing it.
And I was like, you could play it, sure.
Yeah, I couldn't beat the tanker.
Yeah.
And you beat it. And then I started playing as Raiden, and I beat the whole thing.
I don't think it was like I beat it for you.
No. I don't think that was it.
But
it was one of those things.
It might have been that you started up a file also, and then I just gave up and gave you my file. Maybe
No, all I know is that I had a lot of trouble with the tanker. I saw you beat it pretty quickly. I might have beaten it. It might have taken me a while. I know the second time I played through, when it came out on the PS3, I beat it. Like, I didn't need any help. And MGS2 is my favorite game. Because I love Raiden as a character in the story of MGS2.
It's one of those things that, like...
it's the most Metal Gear Solid game there is.
It is absolutely Metal Gear Solid, yeah. It's everything that I wanted out of the other Metal Gear Solid games, which is, like, sneaking around, like, very specific close-quarter areas.
That you would go back to again.
Yeah.
And it is the essence. It is the most refined version of MGS1.
Yeah,
and then they started falling away from that. It's so weird.
That's what made me upset, was that I wanted, like, the tanker experience of just, like, sneaking around corners and everything, and not particularly having to worry about, like, camo.
Having fun
or, like,
talks with Otacon.
Mud or anything like that. And I wanted to just do that. So, I mean, so it's like, oh, play Twin Snakes. $50 or something stupid.
Yeah.
It's expensive, and I'm not
It
going
is
to buy
very
a
expensive.
GameCube game at this point.
Well, that's just buying a GameCube game.
Right.
$50 to $40.
It's expensive.
Wind Waker, get out of here.
And it's like, and I think about this a lot. I mean, I don't think about it a lot. I think about it occasionally.
In my waking dreams.
Whenever I see anything like super fucking weird that happens in Metal Gear Solid 2, I think back to like you as what, like a 11-year-old, 10-year-old. I had like
I was young.
I was
experiencing that.
experiencing that
Ooh.
in our parents' room, sitting in front of the TV. That's where it was, right? That's where the PS2
No.
was.
It shifted. It shifted to the main room. I played that in the living room.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh boy.
I loved it.
Like a fucking 11-year-old sitting there for like the
I can't imagine how
huge twists and turns.
the
of that
fucking
game.
Metal Gear Arsenal. Remember that when you're Naked Riding, which and like
Arsenal Gear.
Arsenal Gear. That's what I say.
You said Metal Gear Arsenal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you're just stealthing. You can't do anything. Well, you can beat the shit out of people, which that's fun, right? Like you're the ultimate soldier, and like a naked guy with only wearing dog tags kicks the shit out of you.
Are the people in Arsenal Gear like the ultimate soldiers?
They're like the best soldiers. I mean, like they're all equipped.
You just get. I mean, they have guns, and you get cartwheel kicked by a dude.
Yeah. And you don't report it because you don't want to tell it to your friends. That's the ultimate stealth. Complete humiliation.
Hey, there's somebody here with us, and then they see him, and it's like, is it this naked dude?
No.
Did you get hit by the naked
It's
dude?
Solid Snake. Solid Snake's here.
Solid Snake is here, dude. All I see is Pliskin, buddy.
A Navy SEAL. No genetic modifications at all.
Like, that's what really got me. Speaking, all things aside, I was introduced to Metal Gear Solid through Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, so I must have been at least 10.
Because it was 2007.
And that's when we got into Metal Gear Solid.
You might have been 11?
I was probably 11.
I was 14? That sounds right. Because, I mean, like, I feel like we played 3 first.
No. No. Because... Did you stop me from playing 2 at all? No, you didn't.
I feel like I played 3 first. I played 3, me.
I also played 3. Behind your back.
I know, behind my back. Because you were in elementary school.
Yeah, I was in...
Because you knew about the Cold War.
I was in 4th grade or something.
You were in 4th or 5th grade, so
And I knew about the
how old
Cold
would
War.
that make you? 10?
When you're in 5th grade, you go from 10 to 11.
So you were 10 or 11 when you knew about the Cold War.
Yes.
Because of Metal Gear Solid 3. We're charting our lives based on this information. But that's what... So I played Smash. And
Did Smash come out in 2008?
I think it was early 2008, yeah.
So, yeah, March 2008. So I was turning 10.
So, and...
Wait, yeah, because I remember looking at the Smash Dojo in, like, 2nd grade.
2nd grade?
Or I remember walking...
We were early.
I remember walking in the primary hall and like, getting up, going on the computer, looking at the Smash Dojo.
So many of my...
Remember that?
There's the
Remember when Sonic appeared?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, what a perfect day. Like, that... Are you taking the fire now?
Yeah, Ben's messing around with this fire that came off a little thing, and now I'm messing with the fire.
It's, so, for those of you who are too young or just weren't there for it, the Smash Dojo was a website. It was the website for Brawl information, and every day they would post something new.
Or, yeah, like items. It would normally be items or like...
Yeah, items, stages.
But
like
then characters getting announced?
Every so often they would put characters up, and it was like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. It was the best thing in the world when you could, like, start up a character. You didn't give a shit if it's a clone, you didn't give a fuck about anything.
Oh, dude. I was getting... When it was Smash 4, and they were revealing characters, it was somewhat similar to that.
I mean...
And I was, like, waiting for Falco. I remember in, I think for Smash... for Brawl, I thought they were going to get rid of Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
And I was looking for...
Because he was a secret character. He was an unlock.
Yeah, I was waiting for Luigi.
They had confirmed every character but Luigi, and he was sitting there in the spoilers. He got spoiled at the very end. Because they didn't put up the spoilers until, like, the very end of the list. They were like,
right.
Here's the secret ones. You don't have to read these because they're going to be unlocks.
Right.
And we did. Like,
Of course we did!
We saw them all. There was no way you could put that in front of me and have me not.
And then there was a video
Yeah, it was
of
just like
Mario walking, and then it was Sonic's feet, then Mario walking again, then Sonic's feet.
and it was like
And then Sonic runs by Mario, and it's the coolest thing, and then he goes Super Sonic!
and like so every single morning for like the entirety of the 2007 year, I would wake up and I would open this door right here, the one I always open as a goof, and I would walk down the hallway to that computer. And I would turn it on and open the page to Smash Dojo, and it would tell me the new thing. And the one day it was Sonic, and I was like, holy fuck! And I think I woke you up.
Probably.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, holy
Which
shit.
is weird. You waking me up.
Me waking up early to do something.
I mean, Smash can do it to you.
if they had a Smash Dojo for that, and I didn't have my phone near my bed, I would. But
You do
now
know.
I can have my phone in my bed. Adult.
But what else could be misleading?
Hold on.
Oh,
So the Sonic thing was amazing. We got really off topic.
yeah, we did.
Sonic thing was amazing. The only thing in recent history that's matched it was the Mega Man
Yep.
trailer.
And the Pac-Man.
I mean, Pac-Man trailer was
But-
fine.
Dude, no. Think about it. Think about the Pac-Man trailer real quick. You got Mario, then it zooms in on his hat, then it's the red stripe. Then then you're looking at Sonic and it zooms in and it's the blue stripe. And then the yellow stripe comes up and now it's Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man, it was like huge, but like I watched the Mega Man trailer like a dozen times a day.
Yeah.
Like I was just like I remember I was working in the I don't think I had this phone yet. I was working in the lab because I remember sitting on one of like I don't know if the lab is still like this, but there was like a table and I was just like sitting there. I was playing the trailer and I would sit there and I would play the trailer and I would sit there and I would play the trailer cause
Yeah, I can understand that.
oh my god, so good. So
Yeah.
perfect.
I can't wait for the next Smash game to come out and the hype around that is through the roof. I really hope it is.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be. That's why I'm worried that they're just gonna be like, here's Smash 4, it's on the Switch now.
On the Switch. God, I really hope they don't do that.
Unless they were like, hey, here's Smash 4 on the Switch, and we're starting Wave 2 of DLC. I'd be there.
I guess, but part of me wants to be like, and here's the Ice Climbers back, because the Switch is a stronger console,
Yeah.
and we're not limited by the 3DS.
That was, whatever. Misleading and the Ice Climbers aren't in it.
Yeah.
So, Solid Snake was in Brawl.
We didn't know, we did not know.
We knew nothing about him, but I saw him and I was like, this guy's the fucking coolest. He's like the coolest guy in the world. He's got a cool bandana. He does cool rolls. He's got bombs. He's got as violent a moveset as you can have
You can see his butt.
for Smash. He was not guns,
No guns.
but rockets, mines again.
Grenades.
Grenades. Break people's necks in his grab. Even though-
Codec calls.
can you break people's necks?
It's a sleeper hold.
I mean, yeah, you can knock them
You
out.
can make it seem like it.
Yeah, and so I was like, this game's the fucking coolest. I want to play it. And it was like, how are you going to do that? They're all in for mature. And I was like, I'm not that old yet. So I had to like beg our parents to be like, hey, can I play this 13-year-old? I'm 13 years old. Can I play these games? And they were like, mayhaps. Mayhaps we will allow that.
And they did.
And they did. They like,
And then, like, there was a point in time when they just didn't care.
yeah.
Which, that's fun.
One of my, I mean, they would like screen games a little bit, and I mean like Metal Gear Solid games are up there, but they're not nearly like as up there as some other mature games.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was like 15, and we were out with our grandma buying birthday presents for me, or a birthday present or whatever, and we were at GameStop, and I was like, I kind of want to get this game, and it was Grand Theft Auto 4, and she was like, okay, and I was like, really? And I was like, I don't remember how young I was, but I was not old enough to get an mature game. All right, easy there, dogs. And it was just like, ooh. So I got that. I'm trying to think of other games.
And yet, we hardly touched Grand Theft Auto 4 other than to have a good laugh once in a
yeah,
while.
I would pick it up and like get some stars. And like I started the story mode, but it's like,
We say the story mode's good and all, and we like it more than Grand Theft Auto 5, but we've touched, like, touched very little of Grand Theft Auto 5's storyline, and very little of Grand Theft Auto 4's storyline. And you can't compare the two.
right.
All we like is the premise.
Yeah, it's got a better premise than Grand Theft Auto 5's. I mean, and also the things I've seen from 4 are just better than the things I've seen from 5.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, the things I've seen from 5 are just all fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And 4's are, I mean, obviously, it's Grand Theft Auto, it's gonna be terrible, but it frames it in a different light, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Everything in Grand Theft Auto 4 is darker as compared to Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nico's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Uh,
I was not expecting to shoot people in the head in America.
yeah, that's not what happens here.
That's well, it does, Nico.
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 Misleading games. Neo. I think it was gonna be fucking stupid.
What?
Did I tell you I was at this one boss for like fucking cumulatively like 5 hours?
No.
Yeah, there was this one
I
boss.
think you did actually.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, every time you talk about Neo, it's the same story. So
I mean, some of these
hard
bosses.
boss.
Some of these bosses aren't that bad, and even the ones that were 2 bosses have been better than this one. Cause this was fucking stupid ass bullshit.
This was the most misleading episode.
Cause we've talked about nothing.
We said brand loyalty,
We did barely
and
talk
we
about
didn't
that.
talk about it.
I have to re-listen to it, and then I can remember the title. I think it's So, brand loyalty.
So brand loyalty.
Because we talked about, I said that like 3 or 4 times in the first part, where I was like, so, brand loyalty.
Right.
And then we would not talk about brand
But
loyalty.
you were talking about Neo.
And I mean, like, that one, oh, misleading games, does that count if you play the beta and then it changes in the...
Are you talking about Destiny?
I'm talking about Destiny.
Well, it wasn't misleading. It was just, that was all it was.
I think it's misleading if you, like, have a cardboard cutout of a cool adventure game, and then you go around to the back and there's nothing there, and it's like, oh, fuck.
It's just, no, it's...
This game's empty.
It's looking at a nice person, and then, like...
And they open up their fucking shirt and their hollow black hole and they suck it in.
No. Okay, it's looking at a nice picture. I like the picture. In a book, and you flip the page over, and it's the same picture.
Destiny, I did this. And it's like, yeah, okay, flip the next page, see if there's anything good there.
It's the same picture.
Same picture, Destiny. I'm just, there's got to be something else in here, right? And it's like same picture, but it's a different color this
If
time.
you want
I'm
something
like,
else, maybe buy this second book.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I had already bought the second book. Like, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
And I got it, and I was like, this book is also stupid. It's just the same shit again. And it's like, oh, sorry, we meant this book.
Right.
And then that was the actual big book where it changed things.
But Destiny 2, I've been seeing this Destiny 2 commercial that's like, Destiny 2, uncapped frame rate, amazing visuals, only on PC. And it's like, okay, alright. It's a fun concept. And I do enjoy that they're letting PC gamers do what they want. Like, have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
Talk about brand loyalty.
PC.
PC gamers.
Oh boy. Not even like to a brand. Not a nation.
Yeah.
Not a country.
You can tell someone's a PC gamer
But
just
an
how,
ideology.
like, I don't want to say it, microaggressions towards consoles.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Like, I was watching Funhouse, and they were playing GTA, and they were like, oh, James was aiming with a stick, and it's like, oh, controller's the best way to aim, and it's like, okay. Alright.
Got it, guys.
I see what you're saying here. And it's just one of those things. Like, okay. I don't care.
Yeah, nobody cares that much.
No, but people do. Like, oof. You were talking about Neo, though. What were you saying?
I mean, I was
The
going to
5-hour boss?
I was going to talk about the beta and how the game made consistent different changes every time the beta would come out. So when I finally got the actual game, it was like a totally different game than what the first beta had signed me up for.
That's how games work.
I was still 100% there for it, but it was just sort of like, oh, alright, none of these things are there. The things I had mentally prepared myself for.
Mm-hmm.
The different tricks that I feel like would have made things...
I think there's a difference between a nice surprise
and a misleading game.
and a misleading game.
How
Because,
many
like,
other games have been, like, famous for letting people down that much?
PT.
Fuck.
How about MGS5?
That's a fair one.
Do you think people thought MGS5 would be big open world gameplay?
That's because that's what they sold it on. They said, here's MGS1's map. MGS2's map, slightly bigger. MGS3's map, slightly bigger. 4, pretty big. 5, huge. Like, way bigger than any of those combined.
Great.
And then, so it was like, whoa, that's huge. And it was like all these side missions and all this and this and this. And then when you get to it, it's empty as sin. And it's like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Is sin empty?
Yeah.
Because sin is excess.
Huh. I was thinking about sloth.
What?
Sloth is a sin.
Sloth, you just build up. You don't care about anything, and everything just builds up.
Empty as fuck. What do you want me to
Okay.
say, dude? Did you see the title of the last episode of the podcast?
What?
It was right in the bud.
Right in the bud?
Because that was the
nip
cut
it.
that shit right in the bud. That was the bit in the last episode.
Right. How do we start that?
I don't remember. You said they were cutting something off, and you combined cut that shit out with nip it right in the bud.
Cut that shit in the
So you
bud?
said cut that shit in the bud,
Right.
which is like, oh boy.
Funny.
Yeah, it was good. We had some good bits in the last episode.
What
time is it?
Almost 30 minutes, so that's 50 minutes total.
All right, yeah, that's good. I think.
All right, so
I think it's time we cut this shit in the bud.
misleading episode.
Yeah.
I like how that worked out.
Should we call it the misleading episode or brand loyalty?
The
brand loyalty.
The brand loyalty episode.
The brand loyalty episode would be a good one.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Later.